It is unique to me. It's different than Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge. Even though people will say, yeah, but what's the difference between is desert and desert? But believe me, there's a big difference.
It's a tough race, not easy.
2 stages with the choppy dunes, and I tell you, you need to be super fit.
Of course, nothing to lose, but we are here to win.
Welcome to Dubai, and more specifically, the 2023 Dubai Baha, formerly known as the International Rally. And like its home, the event has gone from strength to strength since the inaugural running back in 1979. Now, in its 6th iteration as an FIA Cross Country World Cup event, it remains, along with its big brother, the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge, the longest running motorsport event in the United Arab Emirates. Based on the coast of the Arabian Gulf, Dubai, a modern city and home to the tallest building in the world, sits amongst some of the toughest desert dunes on planet Earth. And that makes this spectacular rally one of the most anticipated on the international calendar. It marks round 7 of the 2023 FIA World Cup Cross Country for cars and bikes, and this year sees a star-studded lineup of drivers and riders all ready to take on this epic event. And this is what lies in store. 3 days of action, starting with an all-new nighttime prologue on Friday evening, before the event proper gets underway with Saturday's 170-kilometre competitive desert stage, along with 166 kilometres of road section. Sunday's action brings the event to a close with another day in the dunes, 170 kilometres of racing and a repeat distance on the road. All that means, after 673 kilometres in total, the podium ceremony awaits for those who manage to make it to the finish of this gruelling event. But before the action can get underway, the first order of proceedings is pre-event scrutineering to ensure that all vehicles are safe and comply to the strict FIA and FIM regulations. So, here to tell us more is Ireland's very own Oran O'Kelly.
Good morning, guys. My name's Oran O'Kelly. I'm here with Vendetta Racing, and I'm going to walk you through the moto scrutineering at Dubai International Baha 2023, last round of the Baha World Cup. The FIM regulations are super strict and largely for safety, to make sure that everyone's within regulation. And so I'll walk you through the different steps that we do. First things first, you can see here we have ERTF, the GPS supplier tracking our navigation equipment. So once the GPS and everything is set up, guys, then we go through a full technical inspection. So that makes sure that the bike has enough fuel, your tyres are within regulation. As you can see here on this bike, for an example, there's a fresh set of tyres on it. Everything's nicely set up, so it's going to be safe during the stage and within the regulations. So once you pass through this stage, once the FIM technical scrutineers are happy that the bike's within regulation and safe, they do a really big inspection, which you can see as an example here. We've got many different boxes we've got to tick, everything from exhaust to condition to make sure the brakes are in working order, all largely just to make sure that the riders are going to be safe out there on the course. As you can see, this is my race bike that's just been passed a few minutes ago, so super happy with that. It's probably one of the more stressful parts today, just making sure that your bike's within regulation, everything's in spec, the organisation is happy to give you the green light to go racing.
So, with all the pre-event checks complete, let's take a look at the riders to keep an eye on this weekend. In the quads, Kevin Giraud is riding, but you can bet Kevin will come up against stiff competition from Abdulaziz Ali. France's Jean-Louis Lepin is on top form, and despite competing on the heavier rally bike, we can expect him to be bang on the pace, along of course with Portugal's David Mergre carrying the #1 on the bike. Meanwhile, 19-year-old Alex McInnes is here, and the young Scottish superstar is keen to get going.
The goal would be to try and get for the podium. That's like the main thing. I mean, the speed. I've had the speed in the last couple of races, so I feel like it should be a possibility, and the bike should be good as long as that all goes together well and we don't run out of fuel or anything like that, like I usually do. Should be fine.
And of course, the local hero Mohamed Belushi. He's back and looking to get on top after his disaster in 2022. He knows the dunes probably better than anyone else and would be our top tip.
I'm ready, I'm prepared. Basically, we are pushing to win because the effort the same, the energy is the same to finish first or second. So yeah, we do our best and then we see where they finish. But for me, I want to go full and try to be up ahead.
The stars aligned at the press conference to get the Dubai Baja party underway.
Dubai Baja is one of the great events that portray the beauty of the city. But then we are exploring the other side of Dubai, which is the desert, the beauty, the nature. And it's nothing can expose that thing like the rally.
I'm very, very proud to be part of this Baja, and obviously it helps to reinforce the overall message around Toyota and motorsport and all that we do for the community.
Dubai has a special place in my heart because it's the first rally I ever did in my life. I'm gonna do my best. I don't want to have too much expectation. Just go ride in the dunes, because in Europe we were riding in the forest and it wasn't really my thing, so I'm happy to be riding back in the sand.
I love Dubai. It's like a home race for me. This year I'm going to be going in the T1 Plus, so it's going to be a completely different experience. It's a very specific race. You can learn a lot in this rally, and you can have a good preparation for Dakar.
What better way to recapture the sensation of Rally Raid than getting back behind the wheel? A shakedown is such an opportunity, a chance to warm up ahead of the real battle in the dunes to come. But who better to break down exactly what it is than the competitors themselves?
The shakedown is a chance to make adjustments, organise things, check the seat, the little details to be ready for the race. It's good to arrive early to acclimatise, the time difference and of course the heat. It's not the same as Europe and it's only getting hotter. We need to be alert and drink a lot of water.
Driver wins the race, co-driver lost the race, and all the mistakes for the mechanic.
No better opportunity to refocus, but there's a lot to do before being ready to tackle the dunes of Dubai for real. In cars, the Baja honours up for grabs, yet the world title already decided. Nasser Al-Attiyah taking the crown and now taking his new ProDrive Hunter for a spin of the sands of UAE for the first time. Co-driver Mathieu Baumel making sure everything was tip-top. The Qatari with plenty still to gain from attacking the dunes of Dubai.
To win. Yeah, this is my goal, and to win this race and to learn more with the ProDrive Hunter. But okay, we did a good test and we are really happy. But it's a good place, to learn.
Nasser snapping up enough points to dethrone the two-time reigning world champion, his friend and rally rival Yazid Al-Rajhi. But after a T4 Goksal 1-2-3 at the event last year, the T1's wanting to be back on top after 2 days of intense racing. Nasser and Al-Rajhi, though, won't be the only ones fighting for top honours. plenty of new kids on the block taking their first strides into the top category. One such is a young gun from California. After a golden run in T3 on the Dakar, Seth Quintero representing the next generation. A late offer made the 21-year-old change his plans and gave him the chance to compete in a place that's captured his imagination.
We weren't too sure that we were going to do this. We actually just ended up making a deal with Toyota basically the day after Morocco rally, so we were like, well, hey, let's go racing, might as well. Try to get some preparation for Dakar, and so we decided to come here. Love this place, love the city, love the people, and figured I'm going to love the race as well.
A lot of excitement then, especially the chance to tackle the dunes, and the perfect opportunity to prepare for what's to come.
It's a great rally, well organised, so that's cool. It's not long before the Dakar, so it's a good chance to get back on the sand, a race that can be good for preparation.
The scene set for a fantastic Dubai Baha. In a top-class field, one man plans to end an unlucky season on a high.
I am Yazid Al-Rajhi, driver from Saudi Arabia. We drive around the world always, pushing everywhere. We hope to get a good result, that's our target, and we enjoy most important. I win 2021 World Cup, I win 2022. Unlucky 2023, from start beginner of the season, I broke my ribs. In the vacation, I go to ski and I fall down and I broke my ribs and I miss 2 races. And to come back to fighting in the points is not easy. And now we are in Dubai and now the last run of championship, that's mean no chance to win the World Cup. The terrain in Dubai is something different. It's different than Abu Dhabi because the dunes is more smaller and more short. That means short distance between the ditches and the sharp top. I think here is really slow and not easy dunes to pass it because it's not about tough, about to sharp and ditch everywhere. It's like Bombay dunes. Is something difficult than you understand. If you drive first and second gears for 190k, I think this is easy to say. Always you have a feeling you're scared to break the car because when everything is in the bushes, the car hitting everywhere, I think is not easy also for the car. I like really in Baha Dubai, the city, because always when we go to the rally, always we go outside of the city in the small hotel, in small village. But here you stay in Dubai, you can see a different lifestyle. This is interesting to see it. Sure, Nasser is good driver and also in the sand he's very good driver. Sure, and he's in the high level and everywhere. And sure, we come to fight against him. And for him also, he wins championship already. That's mean he nothing to lose for him. And he attack like hell. And I hope end of this race we see, I think we can finish second in championship. My car always ready and my team support us and we have a very good setup and we test a lot of time along this year. I think our car is always ready. I set up very well, something secret and ready for the race. Let's go for Baha Dubai.
A lot of dedicated volunteers helping to make sure everyone is ready to compete.
We effectively are the eyes and the ears for the FIA. Well, I think we have something of the order of 45 vehicles to scrutineer, so it's a busy day today. All the cars have to go through the safety checks and have all these checks done before they're allowed to enter, including all the driver's equipment.
The team's under scrutiny to make sure they don't fall foul of the rules.
If something is wrong, we don't pass in the scrutineering, so we need to fix what happens, but we need to pass, because if we don't pass, we cannot race with the car.
Dania Akil started her career in Dubai. The T3 star knows what the event offers.
You know, strong competitors come here, they arrive, it's close to the Dakar. Everybody's coming here to test some cars, test themselves, and you know, when you have such a high level of competition, it always enhances things. And really the organizers do a wonderful job, and there's always a really great crowd, so it's overall a great event.
Those flocking to the Baha will also learn of a rising star getting used to his new surroundings.
My name is João Ferreira, I'm 24 years old, I'm from Portugal. I race in Saud Racing in T4 class. This is my second race with the team, and we are here to prepare the best way possible the 2024 Dakar. We have been racing with the Mini since 2022. Between the T1 Plus and the T4 it's completely different. And the weight, the size of the car, the speed, but it's a very nice car to drive and very, very fast, especially in the sand. The first one was Morocco, and we met the team, we tried to understand the car, and in the final of the rally we won the T4 class, so it was a very good first step to do a good preparation for Dakar. We want to try to fight for the T4 win in Dakar and the W2RC. We are here with a good car, I think. We have a good opportunity to fight for a higher position in a championship, because here it's very sandy and with a lot of dunes, and maybe with the Can-Am we can be easier for us to go the make position overall and try to finish the World Cup in the highest position possible. We are in second place with just one point ahead of Yazid Al-Raji. So yeah, it will be very interesting to see how we can finish this competition. You score points as a driver. It doesn't matter if it's T4 or T1 Plus. We did 3 races with the T1 Plus, and now here we are with the T4, and we will score points, try to score points for the overall classification. Our last race was, as I said, Baja Peleg. We won against a good field of very good drivers, Matthias Ekström, Nasser Al-Attiyah and Yazid Al-Raji. So yeah, it was a very, very good race for us. I did Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge for the World Championship, but it's my first time here in Baja Dubai. My co-driver raced here twice or 3 times, I guess, so he knows already a little bit the race. Before we become driver and co-driver, we were friends. So the atmosphere inside the car, okay, we are both very competitive persons. We are inside the car for the same thing. We want to win, first of all, the T4 class. It's clear for us, that's our main target. But we are confident that we have all the conditions to make a good result. Here in Baja Dubai, a lot of sand, a lot of dunes, tricky dunes. I think they are not huge big dunes, but they are very small and very cutted, so it's very difficult to find a good space through the dunes. But this is cross country and Baja, and this is part of the job. I like everything. I like mud, I like sand, I like rocks. I'm in love with this sport, and I love driving. This is my 5th season in this sport, and I've been enjoying even more every year.
In the national class, Danish entrepreneur Andreas Borgman is back to defend his 2022 title, the category for vehicles not conforming to international regulations for any of the categories. Dubai ready for the 2023 edition.
Before we go, let's take a quick look back at the highlights from last year's event, which began under star-studded lights with the support of the local fans. In the bikes, Welshman Mackie Rees-Stavros started the event 22nd and on 3 race-old tyres, but that wasn't going to stop him. Finishing day 1 in 4th overall, it was clear he meant business. Another stellar ride on day 2, and he confirmed his 2nd Baja podium of the year in 3rd overall. Ahead of him came Konrad Dabrowski. The Polish star poised to retain his World Championship title. 2nd would be enough to get the job done, and that's what he rode for. Looking after the bike and riding smart, the World Championship was his. Meanwhile, all eyes were on rising star Tobias Ebster. The young Austrian rider was simply phenomenal. Riding bikes is in his blood. Ebster, the nephew of two-wheeled royalty Heinz Kinnegadner, was making the world stand up and pay attention. Leading at the end of day 1, he converted that into victory on day 2. With neither Ebster nor Dabrowski in attendance this year, who will top the timesheets in 2023? In the T1 car category, Poland's Miroslav Zapletal was right in the fight for World Cup honours with Yazid Al-Rajhi. Zapletal gave it everything in his Ford F-150 Evo. Driving for a championship, he was flat out. But the best he could manage was 3rd overall. Would that be enough for the title? Ahead of him came Lucas Morais, the Brazilian taking part in his first ever full-time desert race, and boy did he make an entrance, winning the first full day of the rally. Sadly, he wasn't able to maintain that winning pace, nonetheless an impressive 2nd overall. But up front, and after only managing 3rd fastest after day 1, Yazid Al-Rajhi was a man on a mission. Overcoming crippling motion sickness, the Saudi Arabian driver was fighting not just for the win, but for the Baja World Cup.
Today for us is good, and we win World Cup, and we enjoy it here. That's most important.
A champion's drive, he topped the leaderboard and did the double. Meanwhile, in the T3 category, Dubai resident British driver Thomas Bell was getting stuck into the sand as preparation for his debut Dakar attempt. A regular in the dunes, he knew what he was in for and put all of that experience to good use to take 3rd overall. Meanwhile, the 2021 T3 Baja World Cup champion Dania Akil was not in a position to defend her title, but that wasn't slowing her down. After an early start ramp mechanical scare, her Can-Am was back, firing on all cylinders, and took her to a comfortable 2nd place overall. But having already secured the 2022 Baja World Cup title, Spain's Fernando Alvarez threw everything at it one final time.
Happy to finish the race, to win the category, to be 3rd in the overall. So many things today, so really happy about that.
He dominated the class and took overall victory. It was a fairy tale story in the T4 category last year. A strong field of competitors dominated entirely by the Göksel family. A household name in the SSV class in the Dakar, but this time father, son and uncle were on the entry list. He might have the most experience, but Marat Göksel would have to settle for 3rd place overall last year. It would be his son Eric or brother Michael who would steal the overall show. It looked like Michael was in the hot seat for the win, but he was coming under increasing pressure from behind. Eric, his nephew and Polish drifting champion, was having the perfect weekend, and after getting some time back after the refueling stop, he took the overall honours here in Dubai. A true family affair, the Göksel clan 1, 2, 3. And we are back to do it all again this year. with some familiar names and faces once again on the entry list. Who will it be on the top step of one of the most coveted podiums in off-road racing? The bikes, quads, T1, T3 and T4 categories are all ready to get this year's event underway. And tomorrow we kick off the 2023 action. Don't miss it.